Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kanika Bhopli and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a special one. Here we would be talking about three of the most famous private medical colleges in Uttar Pradesh. So today I have with me Dr. Shivang, who is MS Surgery GR1, and Dr. Vasundhara, who is MD PSM GR1, and I am Dr. Kanika, MD Dermatology GR1. So we would be discussing about our experiences in the respective colleges. I did my MBBS from Muzaffarnagar Medical College. Shivang did his MBBS from
Era Medical College, Lucknow.
Sundara did her MBBS from
Rohilkhand Medical College, Bareilly.
So now let's start with the video. So the first point to be noted is faculty and the study environment. So in case of my college, that is Muzaffarnagar Medical College, all the teachers are really helpful and they are very enthusiastic about teaching. Yes, there are few faculty who are not much responsible, but I would say maximum are really good with the teaching part, and you can definitely share your doubts, ask your doubts with them, and they'll definitely help you out. And what about Era Medical College, Shivang?
In ERA, the academics part is very good, especially the clinical part. The maximum of the teachers are coming from KGMU, so they are well qualified and they are readily able to help you.
So what about you, Vasundhara? What about Rohilkhand Medical College?
In my college also, the faculty was very helpful and they helped us in every doubts which we had, and they always encouraged us.
Okay, so coming to the next point, and that is patient load. As I've always mentioned, that patient load is really important for us doctors to understand about the clinical scenario and treat patients. So in my college, I won't say that the patient load was much high, because in government colleges definitely you have much more experience and there are different varieties of patient coming there. In my college it was very okayish, not much. And what about you, Shivang?
Well, I think in ERA, the patient load is quite good because they have a scheme where they treat a patient for free. So I won't compare it to a government college, but comparing to other private, the patient load is very good in ERA.
And Vasundhara?
In comparison to a government college, the patient load was not that hefty, but yeah, it was good.
Okay, so coming to the third point, infrastructure and the hostel facility. So private colleges definitely have an extra edge over this. Our hostel was really nice. You won't find any complaints. You have AC, you have good mess, good food, and even the administration is really helpful. So any problem you have, you can directly talk to them and they would try their best to help you, which I feel is really less or lacking in government colleges. What do you feel about it, Shivang?
Well, coming to the hostel part, I think there was discrimination between boys and girls in ERA. Like the girls had really good hostels. They had everything, attached washrooms and everything. But the hostel of the boys is not up to the mark. We were given very small rooms, and that too in a very old building. So I think there is a discrimination in that ways. Otherwise, the infrastructure is quite good and you like it.
And what about administration?
Administration part is very poor in ERA. I think that's a big letdown. It has a completely non-student friendly administration. They will never listen to you, and it's like they are bossing around. They will always terrorize you. They will say that they will detain you. So that is part that is lacking in ERA. Administration is very poor over there.
And what about you, Vasundhara?
My college also, the hostel facilities were very good. Both boys and girls hostel were very nice. And talking about administration, sometimes they used to act dominating. When we used to reach out to them, sometimes they didn't help us. So on overall, the administration was okay.
So it is kind of same in all of our cases, that administration is fine, but the hostel, the infrastructure is really good. So come to the fourth point, which is utmost important, ragging. So I know many of you freshers are really scared of the part that whether our college has ragging or not. So about ragging in my college, it is not much. I would say nothing. We have a very nice ragging cell also, wherein you can complain if you feel that you have something like that. And moreover, there are small part of it, like seniors would ask you to introduce yourself, which is completely fine. I think this is how you would interact with them. And what about you, Shivang?
Same goes in ERA. There is no ragging over there. There's a very good anti-ragging squad over there too. There's a bit of interaction and those friendly ragging which you will really enjoy. And at the end of your college years, I think those will be your best days. So as such, there is no ragging, and you're really gonna love that.
Yeah. And Vasundhara?
Same goes for my college. We did not face any scenes of ragging. But yeah, we had to introduce ourselves, and I think this introduction and all these things are very healthy for a senior-junior relationship.
So you all can have a sigh of relief. Now ragging is not a very common thing, and even if you have, so you can definitely complain about it. So coming to the best part, fun and the enjoyment for all your freshers. I'm sure that whenever you are choosing any college, you would think that you have some areas to go around, because after 2 years of proper study, I'm sure now you want some relief. So about the fun, Muzaffarnagar, as you all know, is not a city which is very developed, but you have areas near it, like it is situated as an NCR, so you can directly go to Delhi if you want to enjoy, or nearby you have Dehradun, Rishikesh, Mussoorie, areas like these. But in Muzaffarnagar itself, you just have few places to enjoy, like cinema halls or 2-3 restaurants, but you definitely have nice weekend gateways. What about you, Shivang?
Well, Era, it is located in the heart of the city of Lucknow, and Lucknow is a very good city. You will get all the facilities, especially the food. The food in Lucknow is very good, and you will have proper places to go out, party, have friends. So you will have a very good life over there, and you even have some good places for weekend getaways. So that won't be a problem for you in Era. You will enjoy along with your studies for sure.
And Vasundhara?
My college was also situated in the interior of the city, in close proximity to the malls and all the places. Bareilly is not a metro city, but it is a good city to live in.
So coming to the second last question, that is hidden charges. Definitely private medical colleges are quite defamed for the fact that they cost you more than the fees. So I think in my college it is not like that. We have to pay the fees, and I think you just have to pay 1 or twice for the annual fest or something like that, and for the books, and that is completely fine. About the hidden charges, it may cost you some if you indulge yourself into wrong things, like if you want to increase your attendance or do something which is not legal, then you need to pay. Otherwise there is nothing called hidden charges in my college. What about you, Shivang?
In my college too, there was nothing called as hidden price. All the things were exorbitantly priced for some things. For example, if you wanted to get an AC installed, you would have to pay a lakh or so. So that is an optional thing, but yes, it was certainly not worth the price. But yes, there was no compulsory hidden charges for anything. All you had to pay was your fees.
Okay, so Vasundhara?
In my college also, we never paid any kind of hidden fees. But yeah, sometimes we were imposed with fines, which I thought was unnecessary.
Coming to the last point of this whole video, that whether joining a private medical college, any private college, is worth it or not. So as I've always mentioned, and in my previous video also related to private medical college, I've always said that if you really want to become a doctor, I think you must go into it. Just you need to consider a few facts, that whether the college is good, or the reputation or the recognition by MCI, and about faculty. You need to look after all of these things. Otherwise, I don't think so there's any harm in going for a private medical college if you're not able to crack a government one. What's your take on this, Shivang?
Yeah, I definitely agree with her, because in the end what matters is you and you becoming a doctor. So if you are really passionate about it, and if you are not able to crack it NEET UG, you can definitely go, and I will certainly recommend a college for that, because it has really good faculty and you will get a good learning exposure over there.
And you, Vasundhara?
I also have the same thoughts that if one wants to become a doctor, then they can always go into a private college. But yeah, they should study and work hard there. And I don't think that students of private colleges, they lag behind from government colleges. And if they study properly, they can crack any competitive PG exams.
Yeah, right. I've seen people having this fear that if they'll get into private medical college, they won't land anywhere. Whereas I think we all have cracked our NEET PG entrance exam even after doing MBBS from private medical college. So this is it for today's video. I really hope you liked it and you have understood these 3 medical colleges, and I think this is kind of same with all the private medical colleges. So if you really want to go for it, I don't think so there's anything stopping you if you really want to become a doctor. And this is it. So till then, bye everyone, take care.